transformed into the Manchester Christmas Market, with over 300 stalls, bars and cafes. The town hall frequently features in movies and TV as the body double for the Houses of Parliament. For example, the first Guy Ritchie directed Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. and the original House of Cards TV series. The Town Hall and Town Hall Extension houses the city's administration. In 2016, Manchester became the first British council to have a majority of female councillors. Act for a City, which in 1903, Emmeline Pankhurst founded the Women's Social and Political Union, a movement better known as the Suffragettes.
It takes us 2 hours to get around again.
We will shortly be travelling underneath an electric tram cable. For your safety, please stay seated. The sandstone building with attached columns on the right was the first permanent provincial bank of England from 1846. A very large white Portland stone building was built as the offices for the Manchester Ship Canal in 1929. Opposite is the former Reform Club, now occupied by restaurants and shops, including Pretty Green, a shop owned by Liam Gallagher, formerly of the Manchester band Oasis. On the first floor is a balcony from which Prime Ministers such as William Gladstone, Winston Churchill and Lloyd George spoke. Attention, we will shortly be travelling underneath an electric tram cable. For your safety, please stay seated. Known as Metrolink, Manchester's tram system is the largest in the UK. In 1988, government approval was granted to bring trams back to the streets of Manchester, and the first route between Bury and Victoria Station was opened in 1992. There are now 8 routes running through the city centre and into Greater Manchester. In addition, there is the Metro Shuttle, a free bus system numbered 1, 2 and 3, linking the main rail stations, car parks, shopping areas and businesses. All the banks and former banks on these streets led the area to be dubbed the Half Square Mile, after the Square Mile financial district in London. Manchester's city centre main radio transmitter crowns City Tower, the tallest element of the complex, at 107 metres, or 352 feet. The concrete decoration down the side is said to represent early computer circuitry, a nod to Manchester's status as a computer pioneer, particularly with the machine-tagged Baby from 1948, the first computer to have an electronic memory. As we approach the traffic lights, you might glimpse Manchester's Chinatown and its magnificent gate. The district has restaurants, medicine shops, financial and legal services, and supermarkets. This area around Canal Street comprises Manchester's gay village. The pedestrianised street, which runs along the west side of the Rochdale Canal, is lined with bars and restaurants. Canal Street was developed when the canal was constructed in 1804, a trade artery running through the city and the first waterway to cross the country linking east and west coasts. Pubs and other businesses evolved to service the users of the canal. Canal Street is the hub for the Manchester Pride Big Weekend, held each August bank holiday. Starting off from humble beginnings in 1989, the event is now one of the largest of its kind within the UK. A-Town Street is named after Roger A-Town. A-Town came to Manchester from Scotland in 1769. In his 20s, Roger married 65-year-old Barbara Minshull to much scandal, who was one of the Northwest's wealthiest people and owner of swathes of land across Manchester. The most prominent building on the street is the mighty Crown Courts complex over the Rochdale Canal. Attention, we will shortly be travelling underneath an electric tram cable. For your safety, please stay seated.
idé,
within the city centre. It was in the former Royal Hotel in Piccadilly Gardens that the world's first professional football league was ratified in 1888.
We are now entering an area known as the Northern Quarter. The streets around here, Newton Street, Lever Street and Stevenson Square, are characterised by large converted textile warehouses. They hint at Manchester's previous dominance, when the city controlled 80% of the world's cotton trade. UK production would peak between 1912 and 19... the old Wareflex Palace and Manchester Craft and Design Centre. There are numerous live music venues such as Band on the Wall, The Castle, Night and Day and Matt and Fred's. Stevenson Square was previously Manchester's Speaker's Corner start point of marches and parades. Those seeking democratic reform such as Chartists, union members and suffragettes would address crowds here. Today, colourful street art makes for a lively scene.
Manchester Arndale follows the curve of the road here on the left. Building commenced in 1972, when the area was a patchwork of mostly Victorian buildings forming a 17th and 18th century layout of streets and alleys. This area has been rebuilt in the last couple of decades. On Saturday, June 15, 1996, the IRA detonated a powerful bomb in Corporation Street, causing devastating damage to the Arndale Centre and surrounding areas, but there were no fatalities. The bomb rebuild has won many awards, provided far more public space, and attracted big names in retail and food and drink. These days, Manchester Arndale is home to over 200 staff. Printworks entertainment venue is located on the site of the business premises of the 19th century newspaper proprietor Edward Holton, established in 1873. The current premises became the largest city centre newspaper printing house in Europe and housed a printing press until 1986. Visitors today find an
if I